Alright guys, this is part of my master plotter. Let me get a shot of the master plotter here, FC3600, which I am using for cutting window film. And a little bit of vinyl and a little bit of heat transfer vinyl for t-shirt stuff. Mostly for window tinting film. And the instructions that came with it weren't the greatest, let's just say. And there really wasn't a lot of focus on setting up the blade assembly. And so I ordered another blade holder here. And I just want to make sure this is catching this right here. Yeah, so, okay. Well, I ordered a new blade holder here right off eBay. Pretty nice, pretty much the same as the original unit there. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to set this up. I'm going to show you an easy way to get this set up so that you don't damage your cutting protection strip. And that would be this white guy here on the plotter. And what happened is when I first put it together, I didn't really know what I was doing. I had the blade extruded out from the blade holder too far. And basically on my first cut I destroyed the protection strip that's on here. So I wanted to try to help you guys out if you're new to the plotter world, the cutting world, and you just get this little setup here. You're going to want to make sure you set it up properly so you don't have a problem. So you basically unscrew the guy here. And when you do that, I just want to show you what the inside looks like. There's a little ball bearing in there so that the blade can turn, and it sits in there. And obviously, this unit here is designed to hold the blade and to adjust the cut depth. So you have the blade here, right? Okay, and it's magnetic inside there, so you just pop it in there. And this blade's literally only going to stick out of the end like a couple thousandths, okay? So you get this thing set up to where you can kind of feel it sticking out the end just a little bit, and then back it off until you can't feel it anymore, okay? And then you'll know you're kind of right there at the opening of this little guy here, okay? And then what you want to do is you want to take on some scrap material. You want to go ahead and what you do is, now I can feel I got it sticking out too far. So I want to back it all the way up till I can't feel it, okay? Now when I go on there, I don't cut at all, okay? So I'm going to turn it just little increments until I can start feeling it cut. Now there I did feel just a little something, did I? Just a little scoring. Turn it in a little bit more. Okay. Alright, now I've scribed and I've actually cut, but I've cut too far. Okay, I'm going to back it up a little bit. Alright, and now I've cut a little bit, and I think I'm at a good depth. Now I'm going to lock it down right here, and I'm going to leave it alone. I'm at a general depth here where I think I've got it pretty close. I'm going to fine tune it on the actual film itself. Now I'm going to keep this cutter here for cutting film so I don't have to make adjustments to the blade, and ultimately I'm going to use this one for cutting vinyl, you know, so I'm at the right depth when I set it in there. But for now I'm just going to go through and show you guys how this setup process works. You get your cutter head in place there, and now I've got it set up so I got just a little oval test cut. I'm going to make it the right size here. I'm going to make it about a 20-inch oval. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select cut, and let's see how she does. This is initial setup. Now I can tell right now it's not even scoring the film, so we've done absolutely nothing. I'm going to let it cycle through and reset itself. Okay, and now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to undo the lock nut. And I'm going to turn the blade out a little more and be careful not to adjust it. I'm going to hit the lock nut again, okay? And I'm going to try it again. Let's see what we got. Okay, this time, still not enough. Okay, so I'm going to let that cycle through. It's not cutting, it's not doing anything at the moment. Let it reset itself. I'm going to hit the lock nut again. Pat it real gently. This sucker's true, and I'm going to go just, I don't know, just little increments. Measurement wise, I don't know what to tell you. It's just a feel here. Okay, still we've got nothing. Still we've got nothing. I can see a little bit, but still we've got nothing going. So this time I'm going to hit the lock nut. I'm going to give it a little bit more of a turn out there. I'm going to hit the cut again. Okay, now I'm starting to get a little bit of a scribe. I can see it's cutting, but not cutting completely. But we're getting there, okay? And this time I'm going to just show you here what kind of results we have. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to try to pick this out. And it didn't even cut enough to actually make it so I can pull the film out. Or remove the excess, weed out the excess, I believe is what they call it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit the lock nut again. I'm going to turn the blade in just a little more, and I'm going to hit the lock nut, and we're going to do it again. Okay? And we'll see what kind of results. Now, you can tell it's cutting pretty well a lot of times because it'll leave little cut dust. It'll leave dust behind, the spot where you actually did cut. I'm going to attempt to remove this piece again here. And this time we did get some cut. Okay, so I'm pulling off the excess. I'm weeding it out. And the other thing I like to do is I like to test my material. I like to put a little pressure on there and see if it cut too far. And I'm pretty happy with that. It's cut the material, I've removed it, and it didn't cut through the liner, which is nice. So that is a perfectly set up blade. It takes a little bit of time, but if you just take your time, don't be in a real big hurry. This is critical portion. Set that blade up, the cut depth just right. You won't waste as much material. If you follow my setup videos for the Master Plotter FC3600, I'm sure it'll work on some of the other versions that they sell. You should be able to have a plotter that's going to serve you pretty consistently and do a pretty good job for the money, and that's a blade setup there 101. So enjoy. Have a good one.